Hey you guys, it is that time. Pick a story where in one of these decks or all of these decks could be a story for you. So what I like to do is to hold up each deck to the camera so that you can see if it's resonating with you. So starting off, could your story be here in deck number 1? Could your story be here? Or could your story be here in deck number 2? Is your story here? Or is your story here in deck number 3? Could your story be here in deck number 3? All right, so I hope you guys have made your selection. We'll go ahead and start off with deck number 1. So we have the 9 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Page of Cups, central issue, the Star, the King of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. All right, so central issue is about getting something that you asked for, or like your faith or your hope being restored. There looks like there could have been some sort of initial loss. I feel like whatever was lost is going to be replaced. So here I feel like you could have been grieving about a situation. Maybe it was a person, maybe it was about something valuable that you lost, maybe just emotionally you've been down in the dumps. Maybe this is about your business, maybe some things weren't taking off with your business, or whatever plans that you had. So it looks like maybe there was some sort of initial disappointment, but this is saying, hey, you know, don't worry. We have got your back. Whatever it is that you lost is being replaced. So you were grieving over something. You also may not realize that something is a blessing in disguise. Excuse me. So I do feel like you are going to receive something, and this is definitely both of these talking about some sort of wish fulfillment. So I do feel like you're going to have a sense of satisfaction. There's something that you're going to be happy about. Something that you're going to be satisfied about. You're going to be able to kind of sit back and relax. I feel like maybe you're proud of yourself for something. Just overall emotionally, I just see you smiling. Now, I still feel like this is talking about whatever you lost is being replaced. But I also feel that there could be a situation where one person's loss is another person's gain. So even though you are happy about something, unfortunately, someone else had to let go or lose something. Or maybe you end up sacrificing something so that someone else can have whatever they need. So it does look like some sort of sacrifice could have been made as well, or someone will be making some sort of sacrifice. There's a need for you to see your situation from a different perspective as well. What is this? I'm getting something about being left out or feeling left out. Because see, on one end, I'm getting someone who feels happy, and then the other end, I'm seeing the other spectrum is someone who is not so happy, someone who is hiding their true feelings, someone who's feeling left out, ignored, or someone who is shutting people out. Maybe there's something going on where you feel good about just keeping to yourself. You feel good being introverted and a hermit. Like, you are happy, but the people around you are not. Like, the people around you feel like they want to talk to you, or maybe they miss you, but you don't see it that way. I feel like there's a need to look at two sides of the situation. Now, if this is a love situation, somebody's needs aren't being met, or something may be coming off as selfish. Like, one person is able to open up and be vulnerable and put all their time and energy into to make one person happy. And maybe it makes you happy to make them happy, but at the same time, your needs aren't being met. Someone is not acknowledging you. Someone is not opening up to you. It's like, that's nice that you put yourself on the line like that. You know, I appreciate you. It's kind of like you sitting back and telling somebody, I've always loved you. I think you're beautiful. You know, I want to do anything I can to make you happy, blah, blah, blah. And somebody is just sitting back like, I appreciate that. This is good news. You know, I just kind of feel like they're like, aha, yes, thank you. You know, and it's just like, okay, well, my turn. What about me? Do you feel the same? Or, wow, you didn't say anything bad. You don't have anything to follow back with that? You just gonna leave me hanging? Like, you don't have anything to follow up with? So I think that's what's happening in a love situation. Now, I mean, it could be maybe a family or friend situation too, or, you know, work. Like, maybe you are putting in all these efforts and you're working like a dog, and, you know, just pouring yourself into a project or this situation, and there's no return. I still feel like if you are doing that, make sure that first of all, you're doing something from the bottom of your heart, that you're not expecting anything in return. If you're doing something, do it unconditionally. Don't do something expecting someone to return back. So if you, I don't know if you've ever done this, you know, just speaking from experience, in a love situation, there was a time where I was so in love with this one person in particular. And I decided, I had been playing alone, like we were just friends, this and that. And I don't know why I just kept saying, what if you died without ever telling this person how you felt? Like, how would you be okay with that? And it was eating me up so much inside. Like, I didn't want to tell this person that, because apparently they did not feel the same at the time. I did eventually get with them, who turned out to be the toxic person. But yeah, this was my childhood friend, my childhood love, the first person I saw at the age of 4 or 5, and was just like, that's my husband, you know. So, you know, as we grew up and got to hanging with each other, I just put myself out there. I just decided to do it. You know, I was just like, I don't care if he feels the same way or not. Like, I need to this is for me. Like, I can't die without having told this person how I felt. And so, and that was the exact reaction I got after I told him that I had always been in love with him. It was just like a quiet, wow, like, really, I had no idea. You know, it was like he was completely clueless. He was just like, I always thought we were like family, blah, 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 you know. So it's like, I feel like that is something that is happening. And for those of you that are saying, ouch, like I said, that the tables actually ended up turning, and then I couldn't get rid of him because he was so toxic. But yeah, so, but still, I just kind of feel like something like that is going on, where you feel like maybe you put yourself out there, but did not get the expected response. It even could be a school project. You put all your heart and soul and energy into it. You showed it off to the teacher or to the, whatever, it was a science fair project, if it's your child. And the reaction was very passive or mediocre, very what do you call that when it's something is underwhelming, you know? So I feel like you're not getting the same response that you expected about something, even though you put all your time and energy into it. Hell, this can even go for those of you that are like readers, and you know, let's say you are putting all your energy into these readings, and you feel like people are passing you by and they're like, here's another reader over here, and you're like, hey, I got some good info too. I got some predictions, you know, and everybody's like passing you up. And it's like, you know, I can't lie. You know, I've felt this before several times, you know, especially with the Venus readings. And to have been doing them for so long, I feel like I still get an underwhelming response to them. But I do it because I do love it. I'm passionate about it, but sometimes it is disappointing. Like, damn. So anyway, let me go ahead and look a little further at some things. Now, I also feel like something in regards to, like, if we look at it from a spiritual standpoint, dealing with your spiritual beliefs, something could be going on in regards to your spiritual beliefs that you're starting to see differently. You're on the fence about. Maybe at one point you believed in something wholeheartedly, and then after maybe several disappointments, maybe you just have not been seeing the things that you once believed in. Like, there has been no confirmation. You know how you read about stuff and you're like, I'm trying to give an example. Like, you heard somebody else preach about something, so you start preaching about it too because it sounds good, and you're like, yes, this sounds good. Although you haven't really experienced it, you're like, okay, this sounds good. I'm going to adapt that, and I'm going to preach about this too. And you kind of like get people pumped up about it, but at the same time, it's like, but I haven't really experienced it, but it sounded so good. And then at some point, you're just like, you know what? I don't know how much I believe in this anymore. You know, I kind of feel like that about manifestation. Like, I'm like, I don't know about manifestation anymore. I think you can only manifest what is written for you. I don't think you can pull stuff out of thin air or things that were not initially meant for you in the first place. That's just my belief. I feel like anyone who says, I manifested this, I still feel like if you go on that birth chart, you're going to see that they were supposed to have that. I feel like the birth chart so far up to this day, based off of my observation, my personal observations, I feel like the birth chart is the heart and the truth of everything. The only issue is that it can be misinterpreted, but I feel like birth charts are the heart and truth of everything. Okay, so let me look at the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like someone has been having some sort of anxiety. Someone also has been thinking about things that happened in the past. Something happened to maybe make you, or will happen, that makes you have anxiety or fears, or it like triggers your anxieties, and you're going to be triggered or have some sort of a paranoia about something. Something makes you emotional, basically. The loss of something. Or it could be that you're reviewing something that makes you start crying because you feel like you don't have it anymore. Let's say you were just going through an old photo album and you were like, I don't look like that anymore. You just started crying because you felt bad because, I don't know, you've gained weight, you've lost too much weight, you're older, you feel like you're too old. I don't know, just anything, like something that was once valuable to you, or you're looking at things that were valuable and it makes you emotional. What else was I getting ready to say? It left my mind. So for some of you, it is something or someone that you feel really close to. I feel like some of you have not heard from someone that you were expecting to hear from. Or it can be that someone turns out to be not the person that you expected. So let's just say, for instance, You got some sort of reading and you had your hopes up. You were like, oh, I hope it means this person. And it turns out to be another person. You might feel disappointed and feel like, well, I don't know about this person. I was hoping it was going to be the other person. So I feel like there could be some sort of disappointment in the person that comes reaching out to you. I also feel like someone is feeling too emotionally detached. Like say if someone is someone who's single and available is trying to reach out to you, trying to approach you, you may not recognize this person for or taking an interest in this person because emotionally you're somewhere else. Emotionally you still keep thinking about someone that you did want to be with. This could be one of those unfortunate situations where, I don't know if you've ever gotten mad at somebody for not being somebody else. Like you're getting like these offers, but it's making you mad because you're like, I want the offers from somebody else. So it could be that you are upset because you're getting offers from other people other than whoever you're wanting it from. So also you could have been dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. Somebody is missing the other person. Now, I will say too, either you could be an air sign and you are sad about some things, or you are missing someone, or an air sign is thinking about you and missing you. Ooh. Yeah, something seems unrequited. I feel like someone tried to put themselves out there. Someone misses their friend. Someone maybe now realizes how valuable the other person could have been. So I feel like this is, of course, grieving over someone that you either knew or had a connection with at least. Someone also may be feeling like they missed the opportunity. Yeah, someone may be feeling like they missed their opportunity, and it was something else. I was feeling like someone missed out on something. Just having regret for passing up an opportunity, maybe. I also feel like maybe someone wants to speak, but they're not. I also feel like someone is torn between being single and wanting companionship. It's like being ready but not ready. Someone is like, I want to put myself out there. I want to start dating, but I've been an introvert for so long, or I've been stuck in my ways for so long. I don't know how to open up to other people. I don't know how to share my space. So it might be some sort of conflicting energies like that. Excuse me, let me also just kind of look at the Hanged Man here. Yeah, so it's clarified by the Six of Cups. So somebody is reminiscing. Someone is thinking about, should I call this person? Should I reach out to this person? You might be dreaming about somebody, or you guys are dreaming about each other. I feel like this could be a situation where it's mutual. There are some sort of expectations, hoping to hear from someone. Could be from an Aries or water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Or someone is still holding on to another person, and that's the reason why they have not reached out to you. I also feel like there is some sort of physical desires, like someone wants, they're fighting those desires though. There's an opportunity. I feel like there's an opportunity just there, but no one's like reaching for it. And really because of pride, it's almost like seeing seeing like a $5 bill on the ground. And one part of you was like, it's only $5. And the other part of you was like, but hell, I mean, it's free money. Like, it's on the ground, you know, but, and it's just like, nobody's picking it up. And it's just like, but the opportunity is there, but because of your pride of thinking that because something is only $5, it's not worth picking up, or you don't want to look stupid picking up a five. I don't know. I know most of you would be like, shit, I'll pick it up. But you know, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of feel like there is still some sort of something hanging in suspense. Now I don't know why I'm getting something about a piñata. I don't know what that means. Maybe something happens as some sort of festivities. Maybe when you were a child, you guys met at some sort of party where there was a piñata. I don't know. Maybe someone is Mexican. I don't know, but I'm just seeing like something about a piñata. I see I almost get a situation too where someone keeps mentally trying to connect with someone, and they're just kind of saying something like, call me or think about me, call me, think about me. And it's like trying to mentally control the other person or mentally manipulate someone into doing something, like reaching out to you, or you are doing that. I mean, they could be doing that to you, or you're doing that to them, but maybe nothing's really happening. Like, let's say you were the one projecting your thoughts onto someone, like, call me, call me, call me. I feel like what's happening is that the person is somewhere thinking about you and kind of thinking about like, man, I wish I could reach out to them, or I do miss this person, but they're not actually taking action. Everything is just still taking place on the astral realm or in a metaphysical way. It's not really happening in 3D. So until someone reaches for that opportunity, you know, I feel like there's a need to just wait or be patient. It's a possibility that someone may reach for it, or someone may get the clue or get the hint. But I feel like you're having to wait for it. And right now this waiting makes it feel like rejection. So that's all for deck number 1. Let's go on to deck number 2. Was that deck number 2? Yeah. We have the Magician. We have the Empress. We have the Hermit. The High Priestess. Ace of Wands. We have the Six of Pentacles as the central issue. Ace of Pentacles. And the Moon. Okay. So, central issue, Six of Pentacles, is needing balance. And it also looks like there's some sort of give and take or some sort of mutual exchange. I also feel like this is saying you're going to get what you asked for. Doesn't that always sounds bad when you say it like that? You're going to get what you asked for. It doesn't have to be bad, but it does look like you are going to get whatever it is that you asked for. You're going to receive some sort of confirmation. And because it's Pentacle energies here, I do feel like something is going to manifest, or something will materialize. So it's funny that Magician and Empress are back to back. So it definitely looks like you have been focused on manifesting. I don't know if you're watching all the videos, but I just said my personal beliefs based off of experience is that you can only manifest what is written for you, what was already stated to happen. Like, I guarantee whatever you feel like, let's say you wrote, you had a vision board, you said you were going to do this, this, that, and the other, and you achieved all of that. I bet if you had an astrologer break down your birth chart, all of that stuff that you said you were going to do was already written. in your birth chart. So it was already promised to you, or it's already been executed prior to, you know, manifesting here on earth, incarnating rather here on earth. So these are the things I feel like too, when you really, really want something, is coming from a place of, because you know intuitively something somewhere deep down inside, something within your DNA, and your DNA to me is also the same thing as your birth chart. That is the cosmic DNA. I feel like whatever it is that you are desiring, you're like, I don't know why I want this so bad, or why I feel like I'm supposed to be this so bad, is because it is written somewhere. So even if it doesn't turn out exactly like you want it, like something along the lines of that is meant to happen. Say you always wanted to be an interior designer since you were a child. You were like, oh, I always wanted to be an interior designer. Maybe you don't exactly get to be a interior designer, but maybe you end up in real estate somehow. You know, so something along the lines of that. You know, maybe you always wanted to be a screenwriter, but you ended up writing self-help books. You're still a writer. You know, that part is definitely written for you. Maybe the thing that it is something that you've experienced in a previous life, and that residue is still within you. And that's why you want to do one thing in particular, but it's like you're still in that same, you're still doing things within that same spectrum, but just differently. So it does look like you are really focused here, and you've been concentrating. There's some sort of portal opening up, and then bam, here it is, getting ready to manifest. Like this is that. So I feel like you have successfully impregnated the universe with your intentions, with something that you really want, and it's going to happen. So now, because it's in a gestational period, we have to wait, just like a growing baby. So when a time has come, when a time is ready, it's going to happen. You know, everything is in divine timing. I feel like this is an intuitive time. I feel like this is a time for listening to your intuition. I see that sometimes you are going to receive certain messages in your dreams to confirm what is on the way or what is for you. Now, I also feel like some of you have dreams about previous or past life experiences too. It's hard to distinguish. I can't give any tips. But I do feel like I do have a theory where some dreams you have where you're just remembering things that happened in a past life, and some dreams you have are projections of the future. So those are kind of hard to distinguish. I find that the really terrible dreams have been past life dreams. The ones that seem more, for me, the things that seem more happy are the ones that normally come to pass. Or if something negative does happen, it doesn't play out exactly like the dream, or it doesn't happen to me, but maybe around me. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like you guys are remembering things from previous lives, basically. Now, I also feel like for someone, your intuition has been telling you to play certain numbers. If you do happen to dream about a certain number, and if you yourself had thought about doing it, this might be confirmation that, hey, that might be a good idea. I'm not going to tell you like, yes, go to the boat, go play lottery. I'm saying if you've already had some sort of intuitive or gut feeling that you should do this, and that whatever you invest in is going to be returned back to you, or at least break even, then do that. Some of you also may have been spending time alone or being isolated so that you can reflect about things that you've gone through. This also looks like you've had time to reflect on, it just looks like you are somewhere reflecting about how far you've come, you know, and you are just maybe proud of yourself. I also feel that your wisdom is there to help other people. Like people can see your light, or people may, on a similar path, may be drawn to your light. I feel like spirituality is not about like going and recruiting people intentionally. I feel like it's more about being an example and being that light for people who are on that similar path to find you. So I do feel like someone who is on that similar path will be coming towards you. I feel like you also may be doing some sort of research, either researching astrology or esoteric wisdom, or just doing things to help elevate yourself or to enlighten yourself with more wisdom. You might even be going to school, especially nursing school, because I'm seeing so much nurturing going on. So some of you may be wanting to do that. This could be anything creative. Some of you might be writers or speakers or performers, and you're working on some sort of project, and you're like, okay, I'm getting ready to reveal everything I've been working on. So this definitely looks like, if you are the creative type, like you're putting all of your emotions into your artwork, whether it's paintings or poetry, stories, whatever it is. You're a singer, and people will, you'll be in a spotlight. People are going to recognize you for your talents. I see you inspiring others, or you yourself might be feeling very inspired, feeling very intuitive. Like I feel like someone's third eye is awakening or being activated. Those of you who want to get pregnant, that could be something that's getting ready to happen. Maybe you've been really trying your best to eat healthy, to have positive thoughts. Maybe you've been closing your eyes and just envisioning yourself having a baby. And next thing you know, you find out that you're expecting, especially more so if you've been having some sort of fertility issues. Maybe you've been having a lot of pregnancy dreams, or someone comes to you and they're like, I've been dreaming that you're going to have a baby or that you're pregnant. People might be coming to you and telling you that, and you're like, what does this mean? Now, it could be a baby, or it could just mean that something is getting ready to happen. You're getting ready to birth something. It could be a spiritual project. It could just be a creative project. It could be anything. Romantically, I feel like there is someone who is very much attracted to you. I feel that someone could also be using some sort of spell work, lighting candles, and trying to attract true love. It might not necessarily be directed at you, but I feel like somebody is doing some sort of spell work. And I feel like it works, like it draws in the person that is meant for them, or you are drawing in the person that is meant for you. I feel like there's a need to have an open mind to what spirit is going to give to you. Some of you are blessed with some sort of gift, or you're going to be blessed with some sort of opportunity. This is saying that you need to use your intuition to make some sort of decision. So there may be some sort of upcoming decision. And it's either dealing with your health or your finances or something that's very valuable to you. And you're going to have to make a decision. Now, you also may have to decide if you're in a love situation between an earth sign and a fire sign. So it's like maybe you've been presented with two potential companions, and you're going to want to go to a reader, and maybe you do go to a reader and you're like, but I still don't know which one. You really just need to make a decision, take an assessment, and then make your choice. Like, what does it boil down to? What is it that you most value in a relationship, and who do you think is going to be able to offer you that? So, it might come down to just a simple pros and cons list, and The things that you really want to manifest in relationships. Do you want a relationship that's based more so off of financial support? Do you want a relationship that's based more off of emotional support? Is it okay if they don't have that much money, but you just really want somebody that you can love deeply and it loves you back deeply? Or is it more important for you to have someone that's going to be able to help you with bills? Or are you so independent that you're like, I don't need all of that, I just need the D? I don't know. So whatever it is that is most important to you, that's what you're going to base your decision on. I also see this as having some sort of past life connection to someone. So there's someone that is coming back to the surface from your past life, because there's a possibility that you guys are needing to work together. Now, it doesn't always work out that way. I say if the person is willing to fight for you, or you guys are willing to fight for each other rather, then that's that would be a good sign that you guys are having to work out some sort of spiritual contract together. Sometimes people come, the contract is short-lived, all they did was awaken something within you and that was their purpose and now they're gone. But it does look like this is one of those situations where someone is a reflection of your past life traumas, or even your traumas in your earlier life, things that you've gone through. And this person is the person that's going to help you overcome abandonment and trust issues. So let's say you always fear that someone's going to run away, or you always have a tendency of pushing people away. This could be a challenge. Like, okay, am I going to push this person away, or am I going to work towards being in a relationship while keeping my independence? I feel like that maybe there's some sort of balance there that you're going to have an opportunity to learn and develop with this person. Whether you guys stay together or go your separate ways, I just still feel like either way, maybe it's about facing those fears. Anytime I see the moon, I feel like there's a need to confront fears, something that you didn't know that you had buried deep within you. And it does look like you get courage, or, it looks like you get the courage to fight whatever it was that you were afraid of. Like now a light is on and you can see the darkness, or you can see the darkness that you had within, so that you can start to heal. Some of you are getting motivated about like a new diet or your health, or getting healthy. Something inspires you. I don't know if it's something that you saw, or you saw someone's transformation and you're like, I want to do that. That's it. I'm doing what they did. Maybe someone is giving you all the tools you need to get started. Matter of fact, let me look at this Six of Pentacles here. Also, if you were dealing with any type of legalities, or someone owed you something, I feel that you're going to get a fair deal. I feel like there's going to be an apology too, or like two people are apologizing to each other. Yeah, so this is some sort of reconciliation for some of you guys, or something starts off as an apology. So that can be romantic, it can be dealing with friends, family. Whatever this is that you're receiving, I feel like you're going to be celebrating. Something also looks like a setup. So it looks like maybe someone is introducing you. They're like, I want you to meet this person. There's like an exchange. Hi, how are you? Like you're exchanging information with this person. And so it starts off as a friendship. Maybe it is something that leads to something romantic. The love triangle, or the third party part, looks more of an introduction. I also feel like someone's going to have a conversation about what needs to be fair in the relationship. So if you're in a relationship and things have been off balanced, I feel like there's a need for this conversation to take place, and you guys are going to start doing things to make sure that you're being fair to each other. I'm also seeing someone being paid for their services. I also feel like there's a situation where someone was afraid to tell the other person how they felt, or they refused to. And so someone does it for you, or you do it for somebody. It's like, I'm going to tell the person how you feel, or I'm going to call this person and tell them that they should call you. I'm gonna take action and do it for you. So someone may be taking action on your behalf, or you doing that. I mean, or someone doing that for you. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I'm twisting it around. Someone's taking action on your behalf, or you take action on someone else's behalf. Let me look at the Magician. Their depiction of the Magician looks so much more peaceful. Sometimes the Magician plays tricks. Maybe it's a good trick. Someone has been communicating indirectly. So the Magician looks like you're being pursued through mysterious ways. Meaning, like I said, spell work being one. So someone is pursuing you. Now, for some of you, someone is directly like burning candles in your name. Not to harm you, but they're trying to pursue you. Either win you back if you know this person, or someone who has seen you, they just like you, and they're writing your name on candles and trying to get you to take action towards them. Or getting you to notice them. I also feel that if you have to turn to any type of spell work to fight your enemies, that you are going to be successful with that. And because it's fair, it's justice has to be served. So let's say, for instance, you were unaware that your enemies had been doing things to you. And so you just said, you know what, I think I'm going to do some spell work, block and reverse, or, something. And you did that. I feel like it works, and it works because it wasn't fair, whatever your enemies have done to you. So you're going to come out the winner, or the one defeating the obstacles here. I also see someone competing. There's some sort of secret competition. But it's like indiscreet. Someone is indiscreetly competing. I hope you guys know what I mean. I also feel like someone is discreetly fighting for you. So if not spell work, let's just say someone is talking about being your friend, and they're charming you, and they're doing all the things that they know that you would like. And then the next thing you know, they're asking you out, and you warm up to you, or they found a way to warm up to you, because I see it's working. Whatever they're doing or whatever you're doing, this is confirmation that it's working. Somebody also has felt like they've been carrying a lot of weight, or something has been a burden. You may be someone who is like multitasking. You're like, I can do everything myself, then I'm going to do it this way and that way. It also may indicate that you're making different streams of income You have multiple streams of income, like you're working hard for your money. For some of you, I'm seeing your spirit guides giving you a gentle nudge, or a little, it's a little bit more than a gentle nudge. I feel like something is going on where your spirit guides are either trying to get you to get off of your butt to do something, or if this is about trying to get someone to come towards you, your spirit guides, like I said earlier, may be fighting on your behalf and kind of nudging someone towards you to speak up and say what they have to say. There's a need to complete some sort of unfinished business. All right, and I'm going to look at one more thing. I'm going to look at the High Priestess. I think someone has a confession to make. A secret. They're like, I need to tell you a secret. Someone is going to make some sort of confession about what their real intentions have been, or who they really are, especially if you've been talking to someone over the internet and you weren't quite sure if that was the person's face. Like, I just feel like someone's going to reveal their true identity, or the truth is coming out. And I just got the name either Margot or Margaret for somebody. This looks like, yeah, just following your intuition. Like, if you've been questioning if you were making the right decisions or if you're on the right track, I feel like this is confirmation, like a yes. Like, you are making the right decisions. You are on the right track. Just keep going. Just allow things to play out. Both of these are talking about going with the flow for me. Something is leading you to your desires. Something's going to manifest. You are going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, whatever you've been working hard towards. Something is leading you towards financial success. This also may be indicating something in regards to two single people meeting up, or some sort of secret trip manifesting. Something, spirit is guiding someone towards you. Spirit is giving you confidence to do whatever you need to do to accomplish any type of goals. You're getting a lot of support, but behind the scenes. Like, you might be unaware that spirit is working diligently to align you with your destiny. It's either your destiny with a person, your destiny with career, your destiny with finances, your health goals, relationship goals, whatever it is. I feel like you're being assisted. You're not alone. You just don't know. You're very unaware of all these angels and spirit guides around you. And then I keep getting like the whole thing with telepathy and dreams. So there's definitely been some sort of communication going back and forth. And I feel like that will be confirmed. It's like, maybe you've been asking, am I crazy? You know, this, that, and the other. And it's just like, no, you're not crazy. Here is your confirmation for, whatever you've been dreaming about. Something finally gets confirmed. And then it could be any sign, but I did get mostly earth, air, and fire. But someone could also be Pisces or Cancer as well. Not getting strong Scorpion energy. So yeah, let's move on to deck number 3. We have the King of Chalices or King of Cups, the Prince of Swords, we have the Chariot, we have the Four of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, then central issue we have Death, the Moon, and the Devil. I think there's a saying about dancing with the devil or sympathy for the devil. Sympathy for the Devil, I think, was either a group or a song from the 90s, I think. I feel like maybe someone was playing with fire. Someone likes danger. Someone does not care about danger. I'm looking at both of these cards where these people are burning, but they're surrendering to whatever this energy is, this dark energy. They're surrendering to it, or owning that something is their shadow. It's like, okay, I acknowledge that this is my shadow side. I acknowledge my fears. I acknowledge that I have an addiction, or, you know, whatever this is. I feel like someone is kind of embracing their shadow side. And then here, she's just playfully dancing with this ginormous bear that can bite her head off at any time. So she apparently feels like she can handle herself. So somebody is feeling like they can handle themselves in dangerous situations. It's like, yeah, I know what I'm entering, or I know what I'm getting into. I know who I'm involved with. I know I know I'm putting something at stake, or maybe, you know, you're a daredevil. Maybe you're getting ready to do something adventurous or something where you could lose a lot of money. Like, I don't know. It's like playing in a lion's den. Like, whatever the case, I just kind of feel like someone is not afraid. Someone feels like they can handle something. Now, I'm also getting a situation where it looks as if because someone has reclaimed their fears or surrendered to their fears and anxieties, their traumas, it ends. It's like that's all you had to do was confront it. And I feel that you're being shown something, you're changing, or something's coming to an end because you've seen the light of something. You came to some sort of clarity. You've been enlightened, you've been awakened, you have some sort of direction. You're getting ready to, matter of fact, it looks like you're getting ready to be reborn, because you're being guided. You know, there are esoteric stories about how, you know, certain deities, or I guess they're deities, they like help guide you on the other side. So I feel like you are in the midst of some sort of transformation and you're getting ready to come out on the other side. So yeah, I feel like you've burned away. This is like something about purification and burning away some sort of fears, or burning away things in your life that weren't working. Maybe you literally like burned some stuff. You know how like if you cut your hair and burn it, it's supposed to be good luck. Or if maybe you're putting your intentions on paper, you're throwing it in the fire, like you might be partaking in some sort of rituals so that you can purify your life, or purify yourself, purify your situation. So I do feel like there's a lot of things that have come to an end now. And okay, you've got like some court cards coming up. So maybe some sort of connection is significant to you. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, some of you, like these, for whatever reason, these people are significant in your life. I feel like there is someone who is still holding on to you, or you are still holding on to somebody, or whatever it is that you feel is valuable. You may have also been isolating yourself, or keeping yourself isolated, not wanting to be bothered from people, or waiting to be rescued even. Some of you could have gone into victim mode and feel like you just want somebody to rescue you. I'm getting stubborn energy, and also maybe someone who doesn't want to come out of hiding until they're ready. I almost feel like someone can hear their name being called, but they're not responding. So I don't know if this is something going on with your child, or if this is about you not answering your phone. But yeah, I almost get a situation where even like if you were at home and somebody's knocking at your door and you're just like sitting there pretending like you don't hear it, or just like waiting for somebody to go away. Now, it also may mean that you're waiting for someone in particular, but you're having to wait. Like there's nothing happening here. You may be unaware that someone around you has been going through a lot of difficult changes, a lot of difficult transformations. Maybe someone has gone through some sort of loss. Maybe someone has been in rehab. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for somebody too. Somebody has been in rehab, either physical therapy, or, you know, because maybe someone hurt themselves and they had to learn how to walk again. Maybe this is like, you know, the physical therapist helping someone learn how to function some type of way again. Or it's about someone being in, you know, because they've been drinking or trying to heal themselves from whatever their previous addictions were. Now, also, if it's not like a literal rehab, it could just be that someone is learning how not to give their energy to whoever was using them, or whoever was codependent, you know. So maybe you finally learn how to let go of a toxic ex. Maybe someone had a hold of you, and maybe you just finally realize that you didn't want to be around that energy anymore, or that you had learned enough lessons from this particular person. So now when this person calls you or they reach out to you, you just kind of learn how to ignore the call. You know, it's like you don't have to pick up the phone. Yeah, so also here with the Chariot, I feel like you're definitely coming off as having defeated your enemies. I feel like you're being supported, or people are raising you up in victory. I feel like you're going to have clarity, and you have mastered something within yourself. So some of you have learned some sort of self-mastery, or you've learned how to master the light and the dark. Some people are so adamant about, oh, I don't mess with that dark stuff, or, you know, but it's like, how do you know if it's dark if you haven't been through it? So sometimes you do have to experience negative things to understand what positive things are. So I feel like you can't escape life without doing one thing or the other. You know, this is also having to learn how not to be judgmental, how to be biased, or how not to be biased. I always get that mixed up. But it's, you know, it's like having to have that perception where you have a hindsight on all angles. You can see from every angle. You have different vantage points. So because you are sitting up high, you're able to make better decisions for yourself or for other people because you can see everything. You know, two people in a situation arguing, they can only see their side of the situation, but someone above them is like, no, I see your side and I see their side, and this is what I'm seeing that neither one of you are seeing. So someone from a higher angle is, or a higher perspective, is able to give some sort of direction. But I really feel like it could be someone outside of you able to give you some sort of direction because they are coming from a higher place, but it also may be, or a higher perspective rather, or it could just be that you're doing that for yourself. You know, you're like, okay, I now know what the devil is. I know what the devil is. I can face the devil. I'm not afraid of the devil because I've been with the devil. Maybe at first you were afraid just because you didn't know how to handle this energy. Now you do, so it's not scary anymore. So whatever it is, I just feel that you have overcome your fears. I feel like you have already risen from the ashes. Now, I also feel like there could be some sort of flirtatious communication if this is a love situation. But I still feel like you should set boundaries with someone. Not allow someone to walk over you. Maybe you had to walk in the fire with a previous relationship because someone coming towards you might have similar qualities, whereas before you would have let someone walk all over you, but now you know how to handle this type of person. So I kind of feel like that's what's happening. I feel like you've already been prepared to deal with a certain type of energy. Financially, I feel that there's a need for you to hold on to your money. I feel like there's a need for you not to be, I feel like you shouldn't be spending so much because your money is kind of tight. Yeah, there's a need for you to save or pull back. I also feel like in health, like after reaching some sort of plateau, I feel that there may be, you know, a stall, or after some sort of weight loss success, rather, there's going to be some sort of stall where nothing's happening. But I feel like this is also saying just kind of hold on, because it could shift, you know, water weight can shift and change. So if that's your situation, I feel like just hold on, and maybe the following day or, you know, the next couple of days it's going to fall off again. But right now it looks like something has plateaued. Let me go ahead and start clarifying some things here. I'm going to look at the Death card. For some of you, I feel like you might end up having to spend some money on your car. Like it may have to go in a shop. And you might feel like you can't do anything without your car. And not only that, but you got to spend money on your car. It might be a flat tire. It could be anything, but there may be some sort of car troubles. So for some of you, the Death card is about a possible separation. If you're in a relationship, Or it could be a separation from your job, especially if you felt like consumed by your job. If you started getting anxiety every time you went in for work, like you are deciding that you need a break, or you just need to let it go altogether. Or even if it starts off as a temporary time out, it goes to something permanent. If you are single, I feel like not anymore. Like that part of your life comes to an end. The only thing, I know some of you aren't going to like it, but you might hear from an ex or someone that you were once dealing with that maybe hurt your feelings one way or another. But it does look like it's possible that an ex could come back. I also feel that if you do hear from someone, they're going to talk about what has been going on or the reason why you haven't heard from this person. It could be a friend or family member too. Someone might be telling you, oh, I was in jail, or I was in the hospital, or I've been in school. I've been busy at school. You know, I feel like something dealing with an institution someone was busy doing. Someone also could have been... someone's job could keep them apart. For some of you, that like something that you believed in, I feel like you might be afraid to admit that you don't believe something anymore. Like it was hard for you to confess that you don't believe something anymore. Maybe it was hard for you to tell your family, especially if it's, you know, dealing with some sort of tradition or any type of religion. Like maybe you're like, I don't practice that anymore. I gave that up. I don't do that anymore. Or I left behind the family tradition. I see someone revealing a secret though. So I'm also getting a situation where someone possibly left you for a third party situation. And I feel like you never trusted that person anymore, or you cut that person off, and that person never really fought for you, but now they are. Now someone's ready to open up. Now someone is sorry. I kind of feel like, yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. Let me also look at the the King of Cups. For some of you that are single, I feel like someone coming towards you maybe has light eyes. I feel like something about their facial structure is defined. Like either they have a defined jawline, or something about their eyebrows are very distinctive. I feel like this person may be very intuitive, nurturing, an empath, possibly psychic or intuitive. For some of you, you're going to be torn between more than one person when it comes to love. Oh, so King of Cups seems significant. So definitely could be dealing with a water sign, or you are a water sign watching this and it's telling you something about yourself. Maybe having to listen to your intuition. Also, maybe about someone expressing their feelings. I feel like someone is trying to express how they feel, and the other person, but at the same time, two people are fighting their attraction towards one another. I'm also getting like some sort of sexual frustration. If this is a work situation, I feel like there's some sort of conflict or drama or competition. Someone may end up having to break up a fight or an argument, even if it's just between your children. But I feel like someone's going to have to break up a fight or argument. Someone is intervening, or someone is just kind of like, enough is enough. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I just kind of get a situation where someone's intervening. And I think I just said that for the previous reading, where someone may be speaking on your behalf or vice versa. You're speaking on behalf of someone else. It's like, enough of this. I've seen enough. I'm tired of seeing you guys fight, or I'm tired of you guys flirting and never doing anything, or I'm tired of, you know, you not speaking up for yourself. This person deserves this, a raise, or, you know, I don't know. I just kind of feel like someone is intervening. Now, I also feel like someone's trying to get the other person's attention. Someone may be pushing your buttons, or you're pushing someone's buttons to get a reaction. And I feel like it works. Yeah, I think someone is taking it upon themselves to do something for you. Or you are doing something for somebody. Someone's taking control of the situation. Somebody's just like, give it here. I'll do it. Let me do it. You don't know what you're doing. Now, I also feel like there's a need to confront your mechanic. Again, something in regards to a car. Either this mechanic keeps dicking you over, or there's a hidden problem that they haven't discovered, and you need to tell them to, please, can you please check this? Can you just tell me about this? I don't think you checked this. Like, check into this, please. Like, I feel like you are trying to convince your mechanic to do something. I also feel like someone is being very guarded with how they feel. But I feel like the walls are caving in. Like someone is trying their best to hide the fact that they care about you, or you about them. But the walls are caving in. And Chariot came out twice. I'm going to look at Chariot again here. I'm really concerned about some car breaking down. So the Chariot may have something to do with an earth sign. I don't know if an earth sign is going to confront you, or if you are confronting an earth sign. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could, your coworker might be an earth sign. Maybe you need to tell them off, or say, stop eating my lunch. You know, whatever the case, I feel like either you are taking a stand towards an earth sign, or them towards you. And I'm also getting dream traveling, astral traveling. So some of you may be having some sort of profound dreams. I also feel that someone has been covering up the fact that they have been daydreaming about the other, and feeling like they're in love and wanting to have children. Like someone has been doing some serious daydreaming, but you would probably never be able to tell that, because this person, their poker face is on point. You just would not know. Now, I also see this as someone getting the courage to come towards you, or you are getting the courage to pursue your dreams. Whatever it is, it's about courage and kind of, gearing up to proceed. It's like, okay, I know what I'm walking into. I'm getting ready to walk into this situation, but not without being prepared. So let's say, and again, I don't know if you guys are cross watching, but let's say you do want to get something off your chest about how you feel about somebody, like romantically. Maybe you are like, you know what, it might be unrequited, but I don't care. I know I'm prepared for that. So it's like you are prepared for, either to be shot down or to be embraced with open arms. I feel like you are preparing yourself to ask for a raise. But you don't care if they shut you down, but you don't care. You're like, I don't care. I'm going in. I'm going to ask for my raise now. Like I put it off for too long. They might tell me no, but at least I know where I stand. Somebody's been living in their car. Someone has been suffering in silence and not really talking about it. And I feel, this person is very proud and they're very guarded, but they don't want to be embarrassed. So I feel like at some point someone is going to come out to talking about how they might need some sort of help, or they don't have a place to stay, or they need a ride. Someone maybe doesn't want to, it's like, I don't want to ask for a ride. And it's just like, you need a ride, So maybe someone is like, going to be like, okay, they're just going to tell me no, but forget it. I'm going to ask anyway. So whether you're asking for a ride or a place to stay, or, the other way around, someone's getting ready to ask you for anything, any type of assistance. I feel like they're getting prepared for you to say no. But I feel like the results aren't going to be that. I feel like it's going to be a positive response. Either you are going to tell someone, yes, I can help you, or yes, I'll assist you. Yes, you can stay here. Or someone's saying that to you. But it's like some sort of conditions being made or some sort of rules being set. It's like, yeah, you can stay on these conditions, or yes, you can borrow my car under these conditions. So yeah. And then let me just briefly look at the Four of Pentacles. Someone cries in silence. Yeah. Someone has been covering up the fact that they're still hurting about something. It could be anything. You might be also just very introverted. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic, but someone is just kind of like, I cry in silence, or I suffer in silence. You don't need to know, or, I just walked past you with tears in my eyes and you didn't even notice. I'm in the bathroom crying and no one notices. I don't know, someone is feeling ignored. Someone might be feeling as if they're invisible. Or you may be ignoring someone who wants your attention. I also feel like someone is very shy and takes a very long time to open up how they feel. I feel like you're going to discover something about your family. There also could be some sort of family secret, and you may discover some sort of family secret or something that runs in a family. And then I also just see someone like being flattered to find out that someone has a crush on you, or you them. like someone would be flattered. And I also feel that someone is having to take some sort of secret trip, or someone is relocating in secret, or someone is doing something alone. They're like, I'm sneaking off, I'm doing this all by myself, and I'm not telling anybody what I'm doing or what my plans are. So some of you are also hiding some sort of plans, or someone is hiding plans from you. I also feel like somebody is covering something up for somebody. It's like, yeah, I won't tell them. Yeah, I'll make sure I keep something a secret so it could be a surprise. All right, so those are the messages that I'm getting. I hope they resonated. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.